Abundant Life. So, G, you've now tuned into Only Game on this My Take Monday. Today we're going to chop it up a little bit about stocks, what I might be buying or I might be wanting to buy. Also, we're going to talk about Robinhood and some of the changes that they've made. Make sure you click that like, that subscribe, and that bing. Make sure you share it as well. Keep up with us. Come on back, man. Let's get into it. Only Game.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is. I can teach you how to stack a honey early in the morning. Money. You niggas talking shit ain't got nothing.
So let's get right into it. My take, I'm gonna start with the stock market, right? My take on the stock market. I've been really big on energy stocks lately, partially because my energy stocks that I do own haven't plummeted. So when I say really big, I'm not gonna tell you guys all the energy stocks that I'm on, but I will mention a couple. So I've been watching them for like 8 months now, 6-8 months, and SW Energy Company is one of them. SW Energy Company, and the ticker is SWN, if I'm not mistaken. It's SWN. So, but the thing with that is, for the last 8 months since I've been watching and paying attention to it, that stock has stayed in the green, while everything else has been plummeting and just falling and falling and falling, and this stock hasn't budged. It's gone up actually. And when it does drop, it's not dropping again below any of the profit that I've made at all. It's always green. I wish I would have gotten more, but funny story, how I got the stock in the first place. Someone used my link. So when they used my link, I received a bunch of these stocks, like 3 of them. And then I bought a couple more because I noticed early on, after doing a little bit of homework. So I noticed early on that when I first got the stock, because I got some free stocks from somebody using my link, that it wasn't falling, it wasn't plummeting, it wasn't doing anything. When the market, even when the very beginning of the pandemic began, this particular stock was not going anywhere. It's been really solid. Now, don't get me wrong, it hasn't been just shooting up, but incrementally, kind of like micro dosing. We get a couple cents every so often. It's like, here you go, or it might be more than just a couple cents, but regardless, it's continually going up. I wish I would have gotten more of those, but that's one of them that I've been really heavy on, is SW Energy Co. So if you want to, check it out, you know what I mean, and do a little bit of your own research. And I haven't gone too deep into back end because I want you guys to really, do a little bit of your own research as well. But I'm just letting you know that on a monetary scale, from a monetary perspective, just for any layman's that's new or a novice into trading, that's a good stock. I would recommend that to someone, Again, not being a financial advisor. Just saying, I would if I was introducing someone to it. So that's one of them. Let's go into another one that I've been dealing with for a while. And this particular one isn't an energy stock. It's Castor Maritime, CTRM. Castor Maritime is a dry shipping good company, and I will speak highly of this company until they give me a reason not to. In the past year, to be 100% transparent, in the last month or two, I haven't looked to see how many new vessels they've acquired, but they've acquired over 20 vessels since in the past year. And they're also profitable. They're in the green when it comes to cash. They're not debt heavy, so they don't have a bunch of debt at all. Vessels that they have been purchasing, are all coming, or majority coming, with pre-implemented contracts. So basically, I'm purchasing this ship from you, but orders. So I'm purchasing this ship from you, and when I purchase this ship from you, you already have business, dealings with whoever overseas, and these particular companies, are signed to 3-4 year deals with you where they have to use your vessels. Now I'm purchasing those vessels, and because I'm purchasing them, those deals are also coming along. So Castor Maritime is a very, very, very solid company. It's more of a long-term play for me. If you're interested in it, it's a little over $1. Check it out. That's my second one. My third stock that I love, and I got involved with it probably mid-pandemic, is CEI. That's also an energy company, but I got into it the same way, which is hilarious because I get some of these stocks just for free for people using my link, and then I watch them for a while. Once they settle, I watch them, and I do start doing homework on them. Some of these companies I've heard of, some of them I haven't. CEI was one of the ones that I hadn't heard of, but I had seen it a couple mornings when I was looking at on my Webull. You can check on Webull to see where you're what's doing what, you know what I mean, the percentages that this particular stock has gone up, the top movers, so forth and so on. And it was in the top movers for a couple of days, so I was familiar with it from that standpoint, but I hadn't done any homework on it. But CEI has been a very solid company as well. They're falling a little bit since the pandemic and the resurgence and the war and all these other things that have been taking place in our country. But I also think that CEI is a very, very good company, and it's Chamber Energy. But I think that's a very good company to get involved in if you are into energy. I love energy. I think you should too. So now let's touch on a little bit of the crypto action. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I started off not really deep into crypto, but more in the traditional stock market. And if you've really been following me, then you know that the first platform that I used was Robinhood. So I want to talk a little bit about Robinhood. Let's start at the beginning. When I originally started investing, first let me say this. I think Robinhood is like one of the best platforms for a novice, for someone that's just beginning, because everything about it is kind of straightforward and simple and really easy to navigate through, as opposed to some of these other sites. TD Ameritrade is a little bit more complicated, in my opinion, to navigate as far as when you're watching it or looking at it. Webull is another one that's very user-friendly as well. But Robinhood is the topic we're on right now. So I started with Robinhood, and one of the things that I didn't like about Robinhood was I didn't necessarily or technically own my stocks my shares when it came to crypto, because I couldn't send them anywhere. I couldn't put them on my own, card or whatnot in order to keep all my assets with me. They were just kind of stuck on the Robinhood platform. And I think that was a great idea, or ingenious idea initially when you're starting a company, in order to have everybody's investments kind of basically locked up on your platform and if you read the paperwork, there were some things on there that technically, and I have to check to see if they've changed those, but there were some things that technically you didn't truly own your stock. Anyway, started on Robinhood. After I started on Robinhood, I started going crazy. I think I've told this story before. I started going crazy, purchasing everything up. And once I got into the crypto side of it, I started off with Doge just because it was so cheap at the time. It wasn't even a penny. So I bought a bunch of Doge, and I just kind of sat on it, and everybody knows kind of what happened with Doge, right? So fast forward a little bit. I wanted to have a little bit more. I started getting a little more knowledgeable in the crypto realm, and I wanted to have a little bit more control or make sure that I had ownership off of or with my assets. So I heard that we could transfer our brokerages, our accounts to different brokerages. So that's what I did. I took all my stocks that I could transfer on Robinhood, and I sent them all over to TD Ameritrade, which was a good idea at the time. And actually, it was a good idea all the way around, because TD Ameritrade has so many different learning tools and things like that. So I learned a lot more just from making that transition. But one of the things that I did when I transferred from Robinhood was I kept all my cryptocurrency, well, most of them. I kept them on Robinhood because obviously I couldn't sell them. And then some of them I sold. Hindsight 2020, looking back, I wish I wouldn't have sold, because I got all those at such a cheap price that if I would have gone through all these ups and downs and these bumps with it, or the valleys and peaks, I would have made so much more money. But we don't cry over spilled milk. We don't dwell on the past. So I'm only mentioning that just as a tidbit, a little morsel or something that you guys can use to help you. Maybe you're going through a decision like that right now. So again, once I transferred, I felt comfortable with TD Ameritrade. I loved everything. I've been dealing with them, and I still kept my crypto that I had on Robinhood. With that being said, fast forward, Robinhood now, you can actually send your crypto to different wallets, which is something that if they had this in the beginning, I probably never would have left Robinhood. I mean, other than the fact that, the numbers, when you're purchasing, sometimes they say the numbers, well, no, I won't say they say, but I've been logged in on 2 different devices and, bought something at the same time and got them for 2 different prices. We're not throwing anybody under the bus. I'm just saying it's happened to me before. And it's been more of us logged in to one particular area, and it's happened to all of us. So, but I said all of that long-winded stuff to say, Robinhood finally now allows you to trade or send your crypto assets from one place to another. So now you're actually in control of the things that you're purchasing in regards to crypto. So I am super ecstatic about that. I'm overjoyed about it. I'm probably gonna start buying some more stuff on Robinhood now, just because, again, I love the platform. It's very user friendly and whatnot, and I would recommend it to anybody, you know what I mean? And Robinhood taught me a lot of everything that I know right now. I went through a lot of learning lessons through Robinhood, even down to margins and learning why I will never use a margin again. Even though it was helpful in the beginning, I'll never put myself in that situation again, because I don't want to keep getting phone calls telling me I need to deposit money. It's like the Fed's calling me. You got to deposit money right now into your account, and we need this by this time, or we're going to start selling off your assets. It's like, yo, slow up, bro. Slow up. You're doing a whole lot. Why would you start threatening me like that? I've spent a lot of time on studying. Anyway, I'm about to get into my feelings. We won't do that. I really wanted to just sit down with you guys today and throw a little bit of this game at you guys in regards to the stock market and some of the things that I'm doing, in hopes that, maybe I'll spark something in you and you might try one of the things that I did, even though I'm not a financial advisor. And at this moment, I hope that you click like, subscribe, share, and that bing button, so that way you can keep up with everything that's going on with us throughout our journey on Only Game. And with that, I'm probably gonna just close out right here and just tell you guys, man, lock that down, hold everything together, check out those stocks that I mentioned to you, check out Robinhood. I'm telling you, even the options trading on Robinhood is pretty smooth. I like it. I made a nice amount of money doing options trading on Robinhood too. But again, I love the platform. I'm not trying to shit on y'all in any type of way. Just, expressing again my take on everything that's going on with you guys. My name is OG Grip. As most of y'all already know, this is Only Game, and I'm on the go. This is Only Game, man. Only Game all the time. OG Grip. Appreciate y'all coming for My Take Monday. Salute. Y'all have a great one.
I can teach you how to stack a honey.